Hello GCSE students, so today we're going to look at how to use connectives to improve your answers, develop your points and make sure that you gain more marks. First of all, I'm starting with a bit of a starter, get you to think about what do you think the question is if this is your mark scheme? What do you think the command word is? It's 2 marks and you can see that you're getting 1 mark for literally 1 word. So would it be explain? Not really, because you're not explaining your point. So it could be state. Or suggest maybe, but it would not be an explain question because you're just getting 1 mark for a couple of words. So what do you think the question is? The answer is state 2 reasons why drought may be hazardous to people, and you would just have to give any of those 2 reasons to get your 2 marks. Okay, so if it says state, you don't have to necessarily go into a long-winded explanation. Right, let's have a look at this question. It's 4 marks. So study figure 6D in the resource booklet, which is here on the right-hand side, suggests 2 reasons why deforestation in Queensland may cause drought. So you've got the figure. Let's have a look at the title. The title says an aerial photograph showing an area of forest clearance in Queensland, Australia. So it's deforestation going on in Australia. So how has deforestation caused drought? That's what the question is. They have given you some information. The rate of deforestation has tripled between 2008 and 2014. Deforestation in Queensland is contributing to nearly a third of Australia's rising CO2 emissions. So in class when I did this, I gave the children lots of answers, but they were all cut up into sections and they had to figure out what the statement was, what the connective was, and then what the explanation was, and they had to piece it all together. Because I can't obviously do that here, I'm going to show you the mark scheme. So remember, it asks you to state 2 reasons why Queensland may cause deforestation in Queensland may cause drought. So for example, let's go with the first answer. Deforestation is leading to a rise in CO2, which is what it says in the figure. And then which is, so this is a connective, which is contributing to global warming. All right, the second one is deforestation is leading to the removal of carbon sinks, which is, that's your connective, contributing to global warming. Third one, deforestation can reduce the amount of transpiration, which means that there is less chance of rain, and so on. So you can see that there is one connective being used here, all right, for a 2 mark, to get 2 marks. So the next question is explain 1 way climate influences the distribution of deserts. So this is the mark scheme, right? It's 3 marks, 1 way. You must make sure, guys, that you only suggest 1 way, not more than 1 way, because you will not get marks for it. You have to give your 1 way and you have to develop your point enough to get 3 marks. And when you are dealing with 3 marks, you should be using 2 connectives to explain your point, all right? So for example, this is saying the climate in some areas is dry, so you get 1 mark for explaining that a desert is dry. As they are, that's your connective, located far from the oceans, all right? That's your first one, which means that there is very little rainfall. So you get your 2 marks for that explanation. All right, but you get 3 in total. So the locations of deserts are associated with high pressure. That's 1 mark. So you're telling them that deserts are found in high pressure areas, which is linked to sinking air, which means that there's very little rainfall. So you get your 3 marks by using 2 connectives to explain your point. Another question which is worth 3 marks. Tropical cyclones are extreme weather events that develop under specific conditions. Use figure C in the resource booklet. Suggest 1 reason why the frequency of hurricanes varies monthly. So why is it different every month in the North Atlantic region? Use evidence from figure 6C in your answer. So it's worth 3 marks, so you use 2 connectives to make your 3 marks, all right? You've got figure C here, 6C. The title says the mean number of hurricanes in the North Atlantic region from 1851 to 2017. So every month, how many hurricanes did they found on average during that month? And as you can see, January to May, there are no hurricanes, all right? It's probably too cold. And then you come to the summer months and you find temperatures will obviously get warmer, and hence you can see there is an increase in the number of hurricanes. And that's linked to the fact that you have seasons and the temperature is warmer, and therefore you know that we need 27 degrees temperature in the warm waters for a hurricane to form, and that's what they are trying to get you to explain. But you need 2 connectives, all right? And you have to refer to figure 6C. So these are some of the answers. There are more hurricanes in late summer, which is 1 mark because you're basically quoting from the figure C. If I was you, I would actually say how many. This is because, so this is your connective. This is because hurricanes require sea surface temperatures of about 26, 27 degrees, which provides them with more energy. All right, so you've got 2 connectives there for a 3 mark answer. And I'm just going to read this one out. The number of hurricanes is greatest in September. Obviously, you can see that. But if I was you, I'd say how many. This is because, so this is your connective, hurricanes need energy to form, which comes from the warmer sea temperatures in this month. So again, 2 connectives, and you get your 3 marks if you explain that. And that's it for me. And I hope that helps you answer your questions in a bit more depth.